Shortly, I'm going to be joined by an inspirational para-athlete who has represented Wales on numerous occasions, especially and importantly at the Commonwealth Games in 2018. I'm going to be hearing about his story in athletics, his life growing up, and also what his aspirations are for the future of his career. Today I'm sat here with James Ledger. James, you're a T11 sprinter who's represented Wales on numerous occasions. Just tell us a little bit about yourself to get started.
Yeah, I'm James Ledger, and thanks for having me. I'm originally from Swansea, but now train and live in Cardiff. I was born with a condition called bilateral collarbone nystagmus, which is, I guess, classified me as registered blind, and hence why I compete in the T11 category.
Yeah, so with your disability, you run with a guide runner. I've seen on before that you've mentioned that guide runners are hard to come by. How did you come by yours? Yeah,
so it's tricky. You have to be kind of matched perfectly with somebody who, one, has a good style, and two, is quick enough to guide. You know, I've run 11.5 on my own, so theoretically I needed somebody in that kind of 10.5, 10.7 ballpark, because, you know, the guide's role is to guide me from A to B, but their also job is to communicate with me throughout the whole race. So hence why you need somebody that quick to be able to do all these jobs whilst keeping me safe, of course. But very lucky, very fortunate that I've got a guide called Greg Kelly, who sacrifices a lot to allow me to follow my dreams.
Yeah, with well, obviously when you're sprinting at such a high speed with a guide runner next to you, and obviously it's important to communicate, otherwise you could, obviously there could be accidents happening on the track which could be unfortunate. Mm-hmm. How difficult is it to actually have like that constant communication with your guide when you're running at such a fast pace?
Yeah, so again, like anything, it's time, it's practice, and me and Greg have very simple, small cues that we use throughout the race. So, you know, it's normally technical cues. So, you know, he'll tell me to keep driving, or he'll then give me small cues to let me know where I am in the race. So he'll say 60. So, okay, I know I've got 40 meters to go. Then he'll go 10. So I know, okay, I'm near the finish line. I need to prepare myself to get ready to dip. And obviously the final cue is that he tells me to dip. So I always have to cross the line before Greg. Yeah. Hence, I've never lost to Greg. I've always beaten him. So yeah. So it's very small cues that help me and him allow us to run as freely and as fast as we possibly can.
You mentioned the small cues. How long have you and Greg been partnered together?
So this is our just over 2 years now. We've had a great time. Yeah. We've learned a lot. We've had some great experiences, and just looking forward to having more and more, really.
Yeah, so your athletics journey began running for the Swansea Harriers, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
How did you find yourself, you know, competing at that level, at that age? I think you were 13 when you began. Yeah. What was it then like compared to what it is now?
Yeah, so I stumbled across athletics because my father was sick of watching me sit on the sideline of a football match. For me, growing up, sport was a way of fitting in and not standing out for having a disability. So I joined my local football team with all my mates just because I thought that was normal. And as I said to you just then, I'm not a football fan, but I did it because the boys did it. Yeah. And so I'd happily just sit on the bench and just be there. Yeah. And you could see naturally I just become more and more withdrawn in myself from the sports field to that transferred to everyday life. And my father didn't want to see that anymore. So he asked me one day, James, this isn't it, what do you want to do? So for some reason I said, I want to be fast. And from that point on, I went down to Swansea Harriers and I had a first taste of it. And, you know, ever since that moment, I never looked back. And I think for me, it was that sense of freedom, that sense of an individual sport. I didn't feel like I was letting anyone down. Like I always felt when I played football, like I don't want to let anyone down because I had a disability. But with athletics, you're the only one that stands on that start line. Obviously, I'm tied to a Scotsman now, but you know, but still, it's only me theoretically, and I just embraced that and loved that.
Yeah. Did you feel that when you finally got into athletics, it gave you just a form to express yourself?
Absolutely. Yeah. It's given me more than I ever could imagine, and now at 31, now I can really truly look back. And I've had a long career and I've had a great career, and what this sport has given me has been so much more than running fast. It's given me so much. It's given me a career. It's given me my personality. It's given me my confidence to do things. But that's all come from the sport, and that's all come from a sport allowing me, as you said, to express myself and to allow me to pursue and follow dreams.
Yeah. So when you began athletics, did you have to have a guide runner then at the young age, or